What's up everyone, it's Kelly and today I've got another swatch review for you. So today we are talking about the new release from Starrily. We've got the Noble Neons collection. But before we get into that, if you haven't heard of Starrily before, they are an independent nail polish brand that is based in the US, and all of their polishes are vegan, meaning they do not use any animal-derived ingredients. They're cruelty-free, meaning they do not test their products on animals, and they are free of potentially harmful ingredients that can be found in nail polish. I believe they're classified as 10 free, but thankfully a lot of brands are actually moving away from that type of language just because, as you may have noticed, it's starting to get a little bit out of control. So if you do have any allergies to some of those potentially harmful ingredients, I would definitely recommend checking out their website to find out which ingredients they do not use. But yeah, we've got 6 brand new nail polishes and we've got a pretty intensely neon collection here. So I'll show you the swatches first, and then we can talk a little bit more about my thoughts, pricing, availability, all that good stuff. So roll the swatch footage. So as always, I am using base coat underneath all of my swatches just to protect my natural nail and prevent any stains. Today I'm actually using the Starrily Guardian base coat. So we'll go in rainbow order here. This first shade is called Helium, and this is an intensely neon hot pink cream shade. I feel like honestly, neons are incredibly hard to capture on camera, so these almost look a little bit lighter than they are. I did try to color correct them to make them as accurate as possible, but I don't think my camera can accurately show you just how intensely neon these are. And this one I was so impressed with. It really covered everything up in 2 coats, and it didn't require any white base, which is something that's sort of a pet peeve of mine when it comes to neon polishes. And again, it's just so intensely vibrant that it almost hurts to look at. So it's a stunning shade, the perfect neon pink, perfect for summer. Next up we have the shade Neon, and this one is a super intense neon orange cream shade. So this one actually seemed a little bit sheer in the first coat, but I actually ended up getting full coverage in 2. Again, this is a very good formula. I do love Starrily's cream formula in general, but I believe this is my first neon experience with their creams, and I am incredibly impressed. I do love a neon that manages to get full opacity in 2 coats. And again, this one, I think it's even more neon in real life than it looks on camera. It's almost like traffic cone color, but somehow even brighter than that. So definitely a very fun one, another perfect summer shade. Moving on, we have the shade Radon, and I think this is the only one that my camera accurately captured. This is the most neon yellow highlighter color I have ever seen, and I really have a hard time finding a good yellow polish. There are a few yellow neons that I always say are my favorites, but I think this one actually blows them out of the water. It's just so vibrant. It literally looks like it has a white base underneath it, but the craziest part about it is that it gave me 2 coat coverage, which is almost unheard of when it comes to a yellow polish. So blown away by this one. So vibrant, so stunning, and so easy to apply. Then we have the shade Krypton, and this is another one that I think my camera was able to capture the intensity of, and this one is a neon green cream, and it is so stunning. It has a little bit of that bluish undertone to it, so it's not like that yellowy green kind of color. It's that intense neon green that I absolutely adore. Again, I have a few shades like this that I love, but this one, the formula was just unreal good, and it gave me full coat coverage in 2 coats, and it just looked stunning on. So another one I was incredibly excited about. They are a thicker formula, but they're really easy to apply. Next we have the shade Xenon, and this one I wasn't sure what to expect because it looked like it was a little bit of a different formula than the others. It's not that eye searing kind of pigment, and when I started applying it, I realized it had a little bit more of a jelly-like formula. It's still a very vibrant blue, and I ended up actually getting full coverage in 2 coats. There wasn't really visible nail line, but I have a feeling if you have long nails, you might need a 3rd coat for this one. And I will say it's still a very intense, vibrant color. It's just a little bit less intense compared to the neons that I just showed. So I would say this one is a little bit different from the others in the collection. And then last but not least, we have the shade Argon, and this one is, oh my my goodness, so hard to capture on camera. It's this intensely cool toned purple. Again, it's a little bit different in that it's not a true neon, but it is very intense and vibrant and saturated on the nails. So I was still very impressed with this one, and I absolutely love a cool toned purple. I feel like a lot of people are going to see a very blue undertone in this one, which I absolutely love to see. Now, one thing to note about all of these polishes, they did dry down to a slightly matte finish, and they did dry slightly deeper than they looked on the nail. But once you apply your top coat on these, it'll go back to that very vibrant color and it'll still have that glossy shine. So here are all of the shades together, and I have to say I am very impressed with these, but the two standouts for me are Radon and Krypton, the yellow and the green. They are just so intensely bright, but I think the most exciting thing about them is finding those two shades in such a vibrant color that gives me two coat coverage. Now, I do have pretty short nails, so it doesn't take as many coats to reach that full coverage, but I was just very impressed because even on my short nails, a lot of these types of polishes are 3-coaters on me. But yeah, you can see in a lot of them, it looks like they have that white base, but they do not need it at all. You might want to do it with the blue just because it has that jelly-like formula, but personally, I do not like wearing white under my neons. I prefer neon polishes that don't require it at all. So yeah, those are the polishes, and overall I am really impressed with them. We have a nice thick formula here, so it's really nice for neons to not require a white base coat, which is something that I definitely see a little bit more often with mainstream brands. But with these, they do reach full opacity on their own, and they are as intensely bright on the nail as they look in the bottle. I will say, as far as calling things neon, I don't know that I would classify the purple and the blue as true neon polishes. The purple is very intensely bright, so I want to give it a little bit of a break, but the blue I would say is more of a jelly, and it's kind of more of a royal blue. So I do think that that one does differ from the rest of the collection. But yeah, overall I am really impressed with them. I'm especially impressed with that yellow. I think it is just stunning. And because these are so opaque, I have a feeling they're going to work really well for nail art. So yeah, maybe I'll finally try a water marble, which I have not done in several years at this point, but I keep on saying I'm going to do it, and then I just don't do it. So these polishes are available on the Starrily website. They also are stocked by a lot of international retailers, so if you're not located in the US, I definitely encourage you to check out their stockists and see if anybody who has maybe a better international rate for you is available. They are in a bunch of different countries, and I'll link the stockist page down in the description. But yeah, they come in 15 milliliter bottles. They do have a medium wide flat brush, and all of these polishes retail for $13 USD, or if you want, you can get the full set of 6 Noble Neons, and that comes at a discounted rate of $72 USD. And I do have a discount code with Starrily. You can use the code KELLI for 10% off your order, so I'm going to put all of that information down in the description. You can check that out if you're interested. But I would love to hear your thoughts. This is the first neon collection of the year that I have tried, and I have to say, I feel like it's been a while since we've gotten neons, but I'm very excited to see them from Starrily because I love their cream formula. I do want to know what you think of them, if you're planning on picking them up. If you have already, which color is your favorite? Leave it all in the comments. We can chat about it. If you enjoy my swatch and review videos, please give this one a thumbs up. It lets me know I'm doing a good job. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. I put out new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And a huge shout out to my supporters on Patreon, my royal astronomer Amanda M, as well as my cosmic admirals Rocky Manstarter, Paola, Ken, Rosie, and Courtney. I really appreciate your support, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye. Today's fun fact question comes from Patreon supporter Pookie Bear, and Pookie Bear wants to know, what is the craziest thing you've ever done? For example, skydiving, ziplining, etc. I have done, oh, what's it called? I actually forgot. When you're on the back of a boat. Oh, parasailing. That's what, is it called parasailing? Let me look it up. Parasailing, that's what it's called. I have done parasailing before. I've done it in the Atlantic Ocean. I do have a terrible fear of heights, and I also don't like going fast. So I am not a person who does these types of things, and honestly, I will never do that one again, even though it was a good experience. I don't even go on roller coasters because I just hate going fast and I hate being high up. So yeah, no, you're not gonna catch me doing anything like that again, but that was probably the craziest thing I've done. But if I have any thrill seekers in the comments, let me know, what crazy things have you done? Leave it in the comments, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.